Students, welcome to computer science class. The chapter we are going to discuss is web application and security. The topics that comes under web application and security were working with accessibility options, networking fundamentals, introduction to instant messaging, chatting with the contact Google Talk, publishing and creating web pages that is blog, using offline blog editors, online transaction, internet security, maintain workplace safety, prevent accidents and emergencies, protect health and safety at work. In today's video, we will be discussing on the first six topics. Okay. First one is working with accessibility option. So accessibility refers, what does accessibility means? It refers to the users friendliness of a computer. Access means that utilizing. So how friendly you are approaching the system. So the beginners who is using the system may struggle with different inability to work, right? So these features can be managed with certain accessibility options. Okay, so there are some impairment. So people who were impaired, like physically disabled persons, then blind persons, then faulty persons, that is who have some impairments, have difficult in working with the computer. So this accessibility option will help them to work spontaneously in their system with the help of certain features. Let us discuss in detail. Before getting into the features, we have to learn what are the types of impairments. So first one is cognitive impairment, that is a learning disability. Learning disability refers to the does not manageable to sit long, right? So when we type in a computer, we have to sit straight in a 90-degree position. We have learned some ethics and postures to work in a computer. So these first impairment will be a faulty one, and next one is visual impairment. So who cannot see comes under this impairment. And hearing impairment, hearing impairments refers to the person who cannot hear what the computer announces. So these peoples comes under these impairment. And the next one is motor and dexterity. Motor and dexterity raises some paralysis, like inability to work with their hands, etc. Okay, so first one is we have to select the control panels. Select the start option. Under the start, we have control panel option. Uh, on selecting the control panel, accessibility options will be given, and you have to select that. After that, accessibility option window will be displayed to you. This is how you have to launch your accessibility option. In the first window, this is the window of the accessibility option. There were totally 5 tabs present under it. Tabs refers to this keyboard, sound, and display, mouse, general. This is called as the tabs. Let us discuss the first tab first, keyboard. So it includes the accessibility features, that is easy accessing ability features for the keyboard, like sticky keys, filter keys, and toggle keys. So sticky keys allows you user to press and release the modifier keys. So the modifier keys are called as the does not that these keys, that is shift, control, and alt, or the windows key. So windows key have some specific functions. Opened windows will be visible when you press the windows key, but the control shift alt will be called as a modifier key and does not have a unique purpose. On pressing those keys and release pressing another key, it have some function. So these are called as sticky keys. Okay, next one is filter key. So making the type easier for people with hand tremors, broken hand people. So these peoples can use their filter keys option. Next one is toggle keys. So when the people suffers from the vision impairments, using some toggle sounds, beep sounds, they can use their features of the computer. So that comes under toggle keys. So the next tab is sound tab. Sound tab, a window with options to configure accessibility for sound is displayed. So, related to the sound, when we are playing a video or when we are using some audio files, the sound tab will be helpful. It contains sound entry key. It is helpful for the auditory impaired people. Okay, it generates some visual warnings. So, those who cannot hear can see and identify some blinking messages. So, on sound sentry keys, it generates visual warnings. So when something is being blinking, like warning messages, like pop-up messages can be uh, shown with the help of a sound sentry keys. Next one is display sounds. So it instructs the application that convey information by sound to also provide information visually through text captions or informative icons. Using some icons or these methods, we can identify uh, some informations. Okay, that comes under display sound. So these are the sound tab, and it contains sound entry and show sounds option. Okay. Next one is display tab. So display tab will help you for you to edit the options under display category. High contrast is an accessibility feature to assist people with vision impairments. So when people could not see clearly, the high contrast option will be helpful to highlight the content present on the monitor. Cursor option. This also be used by blink rate of the width of the cursor. So cursor option can be used selected. The pointing button of the cursor will be clearly displayed using this cursor option. See, high contrast and cursor options are available under the display tab. You have to select this high contrast option and go to the settings and click apply, so that your sound, that is high contrast, will be adjust based on your adjustments. Next thing is mouse tab. So it is an accessibility feature that will assist people who have difficulty in using a mouse. So hand tremored people, or those who have impairment in their hands, like paralysis. So these people cannot use the mouse. So for them, this option will be more helpful. So general tab. At the last, we have a general tab which includes configure options for all the users. So if I want some general category adjustments, like displaying something, I don't want some warning messages to be blinking. So these kind of categories, general categories for all the normal people, comes under this tab. Okay. There are some example. Turn off the accessibility feature after idle. For such message, make a sound when turning off feature on or off. So while switching on your computer, you'll get some sound, right? Your Windows sound will be displayed. So that can be adjusted under this general category. Okay. Next one is networking. So the second topic of this is networking fundamentals. So we all know that network is a collection of computers and other hardware components that is interconnected by communication channel. Okay, so it includes two types of architecture. First one is peer-to-peer architecture, and another one is client-server architecture. Peer-to-peer architecture means, so all the this one is called as the peer-to-peer architecture. All the computers have equal access, equal feature have been given. No other computer is bigger than that, is its feature is higher than the other, it is dominating. So no other category such comes under peer-to-peer based network. So client server instance, what we are using in our computer lab, a centralized hub will be there, and equal access, or the features will be given to the other computers from the centralized server. So there are different, so we have to learn these are called as architecture. And the next one is types of network. So network means we all know that that is interconnections of the computers, right? Internet network means networks. There are three different types of networks: man, WAN, LAN. So local area network. When we connect some computers within a certain small range, that is called as LAN, local area network, like within a building. Okay, so that is called as local area network. When we are connecting across a metropolitan city, it is called as metropolitan area network within a range, that is within Madurai city, within the Chennai city. This comes under metropolitan area network. So wide area network is the common network that we spread across the world. Okay, so wider, it has a long range of data transfer. So next, the basic terms that comes under are internet. So first, internet is the interconnected computer networks that uses IP, that is standard protocol. So while we are using internet, we have some protocols, that is rules to be followed in order to transfer the data across the websites, right? So next one is www, that is world wide web. It is a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed via the net. So we have different sites like www.google.com, etc. So these are all called as web pages, which will be written in the HTML, hypertext languages, so that it will be spread across the internet, so that we can see the documents in the HTML format. Okay, so the next one is advantages of networking. Once we are interconnecting our net system, we will be having certain advantages. The first one is data sharing. Data sharing refers to the when the computers are being connected, we can share data, like one can function different option and another can function other different criteria. All these can be put together into a single file, so the data can be shared equally among the systems. Second one is files transfer. So we can share a file from one computer to another computer through networking. The next one is hardware sharing. Hardware sharing, like pen drives, CDs, etc., can be. So once the software is being installed in the computer, we can send the same software to the another by networking. So it is called as hardware sharing. The next, internet access sharing. Internet access sharing refers to the, so being a Wi-Fi connected in a local area network, we can access those Wi-Fi in our systems also when the system is being connected using required password. Next one is usage of network based application. So we can use the application, that is like Google Talk and WhatsApp. So these are all network based applications. So when you are connected with the when it is being networked, we can use those systems under such networks. The next one is ISP. So ISP refers to the internet service provider. While we are using some internet, the internet service provider will allocate some features, that is allocate some particular package for us. So like when we are paying money in the shop to get a data package, the internet service provider for a particular network will allocate some net package for you. So these facilities will be provided by the internet service provider. So it is an organization which provides you with access to the internet. Example, BSNL, Airtel, MTS, Vodafone. These are all called as ISPs. They will provide the internet facilities to the networks that which we are using. Okay, so it is of two types. First one is wired communication and next one is wireless communication. So wired communication means which is being connected with the use of wire, and wireless refers to when we are connecting without the use of wire, then it is called as wireless communication. So the wired communication includes three different types: dial-up communication, DSL, and cable internet access. So dial-up connection refers to PSTN number will be given by some ISPs. The ISPs will provide you the internet, as I said. The ISP will give you certain number. On dialing those number, the internet facilities will be given to you. Once the call gets terminated, then the internet facilities will be blocked to you. Okay, so that is called as dial up connection. Once the dial is being connected, then you can use the internet. As long the call gets switched off, we cannot use the internet. The next one is DSL. So this is digital subscriber line, that is we are using telephones. So using the telephones, if we are accessing the internet, then it is called as DSL, that is wired connection. Cable internet access, this is by using similar to that of the DSL, but like the cable, TV cable, no, in similar ways we will be using some optical cable, fibered cable. So these cables can be used to transmit the internet. Next, WiMAX. WiMAX is why so WiMAX is the wide range of so WiMAX refers to the wide range of internet access. So it includes microwave signals, so that the internet can be accessed through the microwave signals. The next one is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a short range period. So once we switch on our Wi-Fi hotspot, we can access the internet within a short range. When we cross beyond the range, we cannot access the internet. So that is, it comes under Wi-Fi, comes under wireless fidelity, comes under short range. WiMAX comes under the long range wireless microwave access. Okay. Next one is instant messaging. Instant messaging is a form of communication over the internet that offers instantaneous transmission of text-based messages from sender to the receiver. So this is a form of instantaneous message, immediate messaging service. So it is of two types: application based and web based. Application based is means that the software is being downloaded onto our computer, and we will be chatting, or we will be exchanging information using it. That is called as application based. Web based refers to accessing using browsers. When using the browser, we will be accessing some form of instant messaging softwares. For example, Skype, Yahoo Messenger, Google Talk are all application based. We will be installing those applications onto our system, and we will be accessing the instant messaging. So the next one, web based application, is IMO, Meebo call services. So these are all internet based. Even though we have to access using the browsers. So chatting with the contact in a Google Talk. So before uh, beginning with the chatting, we have to know the rules. First thing is, this is a often asked repeated 2 mark question. First one is, message should be shortened to the point. We should not make the conversation bigger. Instead, it should be shortened. We should be reaching on to the point. Next one is, you should not use all caps. All caps refers to shouting at the opponent one. So all caps should not be used. Next one is, give time to respond. We must not continuously type on our side. We should wait for the receiver to respond. Next one is, introduce yourself by name. We should begin the conversation with our name. Properly end up your conversation. We should not quit our conversation. We should properly end it up with a certain criteria. Next one is chatting on Gmail. We know how to chat on a Gmail. So we have to go to the browsers and sign in with the Google account. From that, we have to initiate our messaging system by typing the subject and copy messages, all those things. And finally, we have to chat from it, right? So send will be given in order to send your messages. Creating and publishing web pages. Web pages refers to the blog that we are creating. So blog is a discussion style site used by non-technical users for creating personal web pages. Some of the popular blogs includes wordpress.com, www.blogger.com, blog.com. So these are some bloggers. It is similar to that form of a diary where we include all our personal informations. We may be liking something, we may does not like something. All those details will be added onto your blog. Okay. So in order to create, we must need a browser, and the browser we have to type the WordPress or whatever the site we are going to create, site name, and under the blog account we have certain fields. This is also a 2 mark question. Blog address, username, password, email address, and language. These are the option, that is fields that comes under blog account. So we have to fill these details, and finally click the create blog option. The link will be sent to your mail id, registered mail id. It will be sending a email link. Okay, so on clicking those link we can activate our account. On publishing, we have to click the new post option. Once clicking the new post option, we can choose our post, and in the title column you have to give your title for your post and the content. Once finishing up the content and the title, you can publish using create click sorry by clicking publish post option. Okay, offline blog editors. So we have some offline blog editors also. So they will be helpful for you to chat in the offline mode. We can enter up the data later on when the internet connection gets connected. It will be sending those messages mm, onto the that is via internet. Okay, the offline blog editors includes Quamena, Windows Live Writer, Blog Disk. So how to launch Quamena? Same procedure as such. Start programs and Quamena site. A Quamena window will be displayed. A login windows appears. Enter appropriate details. We have to log in with the proper password and username, and finally you have to click the next finish. So in order to launch your Quamena. So in order to create a post, same way you have to click the new post option, and in the title you have to enter the title for your post, and finally you have to click the publish post option. Thank you.